Hello, I'm Mary Louise Starkey, Starkey International. I guess I started Starkey a good 43 years ago. And
my name is Xavier Medicine from Starkey International. I'm a Director of Education here at Starkey.
My name is Joseph Bates. I am a graduate of both the Starkey course and the advanced course.
Go ahead.
Well, our guest, Mr. Bates here, is going to talk a little about his experience at Starkey. Mr. Bates.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the formal part. So here's the beauty of Starkey. So one, the system is applicable across a genre of large. I work at a 50,000 square foot home, multiple properties, but it also goes down to the lowest. That's the beauty of the Starkey system, and that's why it works. And that's why it's different from the others that you see out there from other places that try to do this. But the real joy behind Starkey is the family aspect. I still call her Mama Starkey. They're some of my best friends in the world. They were at my 20-year anniversary. When you go to Starkey, you are gained into a family environment that you won't get anywhere else. And Mr. Medicine and Mrs. Starkey find out who you are and how you place better. So, for example, if you're not set up for children or you're not set up for elder care or whatever the case may be, they won't put you in that place. If you're not a great chef, perhaps they will put you in something that has more landscaping, maintenance, securities, etc. at all. That's the beauty of the Starkey system. When you go to some of these other places, they just want to make that profit off of you going somewhere, whereas Mama Starkey wants you to be in that position for 15 years, 20 years with a family and grow and etc., etc. And that's why
clients come to us.
That's why clients come to Starkey.
When we place you, you have to, it's a win-win. You have to love your family and the family has to love you. It's the only way. It cannot be one way where you serve a family and you get no feedback. And so what we work on is that the family you are going to be placed with is going to love who you are. Because of the way Mrs. Starkey positioned you in placement as a candidate, she makes sure that you are successful at it.
And she plays to your strengths. And I think that's key.
Right.
That she plays to your strengths.
How did I place your strength?
She actually told me she didn't know what she was going to do with me because when I called her to come to this course, I was actually military in Kuwait.
That's correct.
Right.
Air Force.
Air Force, 24 years. But I called and said, "Are you still doing this? Can I come?" She goes, "Come now." And I said, "Well, I'm in a desert tent. No, but I could come here." And I went through the course, and then I went back and finished my commitment, and then I came to the advanced course. And that's when she said, "I think I have the right family for you that had need of the meager skill set that I have." But she's got me placed, and I've been there 7 years. My boss has actually saved my life.
It's perfect for him.
Give us a snapshot of first day on the course. You step into the mansion. You kind of know what you're getting into, but you kind of not sure what you're getting into, but you're drawn to it. So walk us through a course.
Okay, so the first day of the course, we came in and you get acclimated. Here's our instructor. Mm-hmm. Here's what's going to be happening, and they give you a sense of they calm everybody down because you're nervous. What am I doing here? What am I doing there? What's going to happen? How's this going to look? And they give you an overview and how things are going to work.
Orientation type.
Right, orientation, and then you have a way ahead, which is very structured, and that's what you want. So you know, this is a technical, a trade sort of environment. This is hands-on. You don't learn this bookwork, esoteric. What do you think about? No, this is the way this is done. And welding school or another technical trade, electrician, right? You need to put your hands on it. The service industry to this level,
healthcare. You have to put your hands on it.
So the level of Starkey is my classmate was the King of Jordan's household manager. My wife went through, and it was the Princess of Jordan's household manager, the king's mother. So that's the level that comes through Starkey. So people that want to have the very best, that's why they come here, because they service the best.
We know service. We've been doing it for 43 years.
So, has your placement been successful?
My boss saved my life.
Pardon?
How much more successful do you want that to be?
Yeah. How did you save your life? Through a health problem in the middle of a flight.
Yeah. There was an emergency landing and etc. And so we got me to the hospital.
But your boss did everything to bring your wife to your hospital.
He overrode pilots and a few things to make things happen.
You know whether or not your employers think you're successful.
Oh, yes.
I believe so.
So once you fly the coop from the course, you got your tools in their bag and you're sent off. let's talk about your first placement and how you moved in from there.
So I'm gonna rearrange that question just ever so slightly. You cannot learn everything in a 4 or 5 week course. Period. This is why Starkey students are better and they're different, because you have to know what you don't know, which is one of Mama Starkey's sayings, and you have to go find the answer. A perfect example: my boss has some very life-size brass, copper, etc. statues. That was not brought up in the course, but I went to the artist who made them and said, "How do I clean this? How do I prep it? Every year I need to do X, Y, Z." You have to have the initiative to go and do these things. You may have a table made from the first tree, I don't know. But there's ways to take care of that. But a Starkey grad goes and finds out the right way to do it.
Yeah.
Now, can he show you every piece of wood? Can he show you every table, every polish, everything? They can give you the overview. They can give you where to go find the answers. But the beauty of Starkey, again, with family is that I call one of the people that I've gone through doing the formal dinners, or I've been and talked to the classes. Hey, I don't know how to do this, but I heard you're pretty good at it. And we help each other out. You have that connection. You have that community, family.
We give you a strong base of that product and surfaces that really are in the average home, well, not the average home, in a high-end and high net worth home. So don't forget, you have multi-million-dollar homes with multi-million-dollar surfaces, and then you have the average homes which has regular surfaces. So we teach you all of that. And then of course you have to have a concierge mind and start looking, if you don't know how to do things, and start looking into
Find the answer.
What is the answer for me?
Yeah.
So how many homes do you go to with your employer that he owns?
Okay, so right now we have the main residence, which is 50,000 square feet. We have
How much?
50.
50. You did say 50, 50.
Yes.
Big home.
The secondary home is 15,000 square feet, and then we have a ranch. Well, he has a ranch that's 5,000 acres with the appropriate lodge on it. We did have a boat and a plane, but we've gotten rid of those since. But we may be getting another boat, so it's one of those. Where we go?
Transition.
Yeah. Yeah, just for funsies, let's get it going.
Yeah. So tell me about what do you do when you first start in the morning? Because in every morning you have to start right? So we don't want to know what you do because this is very private. But what is the motivation in the morning to start with?
I have coffee to deal with the things I can, and run to deal with the things I can't.
Any Red Bull? No.
Yes. And that's all before 8 a.m. No. So one of the things you learn at Starkey is you have your daily graces, which is the things that have to be accomplished throughout the day, and you work those in around the principals or clients, or however you refer to your people, their schedules. So if they have, like myself, I do a lot of transport with the missus because she can't drive. So I have to work around her nails, doctor, business, whatever was going on. I work the rest of the dailies around that, which might include certain amounts of cleaning or care, or we have contractors on site doing something with construction, or the landscapers, or I have the aquarium guys coming to do whatever. You have to work out your dailies. Day in the life, which is one of the things you learn at Starkey, and you go through different pieces like that to help you keep yourself on track. One of the things I will tell you, one of the main benefits was always do it the same, such as a bathroom. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, I have a certain way I do the bathroom because if I get caught off in the middle, I can go back and restart. And you think it's just a bathroom, but when you have a huge dinner party, when you have 15 bathrooms, you really need to be organized on what you're doing, and that's one of the benefits of the system is there's a certain way we do things, and you think, did I do this? When there's 15 of them, oh, what happened? Where did I get lost? Plus, I have to do dinner prep and whatever. You need to be organized.
So how long have you been in that position since we placed you?
7
years. That's pretty good.
7 years.
Wow, time flies.
It's really been that long.
Time flies when you're old. Yeah.
So if you were going to sum up the course into placement and just kind of do a closer to this video, give us just a kind of an ending snapshot of the importance of starting off correctly.
Yes.
Because a lot of other people go into this industry, but they don't go through a program like this. So this is a tool, a very necessary management tool that might be different from a butler. So the management household position.
So originally butlers were household or a housekeeper management, and that's pretty much what they did. Nowadays, there's 10 standards in Starkey. So a lot of people think I have to be able to cook. I have to be able to be a professional housekeeping manager. I have to be able to do these things. every family is different. Every family has a different need.
Yeah, there's no one that's same.
Exactly.
No one family is
There's
same.
a place for everyone. So if you have a particular landscaping skills, security skills, transport, valet, all those things are very valuable to very different types of clients. I'm military, I'm stiff. Mrs. Starkey found me extremely stiff when she first met me, and I wasn't very personable, but she found a client who was perfect for me, in that you could use my skill sets of medical and security and driving and cooking and all the different things that I can do. But he needed a generalist, which is where I came in, because I can do a wide range, not perfect at everything. Mr. Xavier is a far better chef than I ever will be, but I cook pretty good.
I don't think so.
But I can also, my boss has guns and different things, and I have to be cognizant and familiar and safe with those things. So all those little pieces come through. Perhaps you're just a housekeeper. You think I couldn't do this. Well, there's somebody that needs that in a caretaker role, or you're really great at whatever. So it's not so much your expertise. They're paying for integrity, loyalty, and trustworthiness.
Oh, this is good, yeah.
And longevity.
Your value, your ethics and morals.
When you have a boss hand you $50,000 in cash, and the thought is, I just need to put the strap over my head so I don't lose it, that's what they're paying for. You can get hard work from all sorts of places, but it's your integrity, your loyalty, your honesty, your personal honor that they're really paying for, because it's such a rare thing nowadays. If you have those, you can work everything else.
Right. You don't have to be perfect for every 10 standards. Out of a 10 standard, you have to know at least 3 or 4. If you're lucky, 5. With experience, you can have even more. But to start, out of a 10, you need to know the 10, but 4 of them will be great. And then we place you in connection with those 4 compared to the client who's looking for these 4 items. Not everybody is looking for 10 standards at all. Right. It doesn't happen. It's just what out of the 10 standard: administration, housekeeping, culinary, grounds and property, clothing and valet, transportations, vendors management. What are you good at that the client need? Client maybe don't need you to cook because they like to go to a restaurant.
Or they have a chef.
Or they have a chef, so they want you to do other things. When you may have some culinary background, but they don't need it because they already like to go out or have a chef. But they need you in at least 3 other standards. So,
and believe it or not, there's clients that what their favorite is: green bean casserole.
Right.
It's chicken thigh casserole. Really? That's where they grew up in a closet in Kansas somewhere. That's what they grew up on. That's what they like. So you know what? You don't have to be able to do foie gras. You don't have to be able to do black sea salt, truffle.
Yeah, Michelin food.
Yeah.
No, people want Michelin food. They go to a restaurant with Michelin. They want some casual food, soup, salad, a chicken, a hamburger, whatever they need. Sometimes they will have a formal dinner. Yes. And so then you have to be prepared and understand what entertainment is. But it's not often, most of the time. Unless you go to a home that just want to entertain all the time. So,
and then Mrs. Starkey will place you for that purpose. I mean, in my case, we cater over 25, which isn't that many. So, you can do that.
Yeah.
So, the course, if you will, starts mid-January, ends mid-February. Come join us. I'd like to place you.
Thank you, Mr. Bates.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Bates. We love you.
I got personal. It was a start.